6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. With a second-year man, that's Ramondre Stevenson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, he had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? He's trying to have the same type of a game in this one, but what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Hunter Henry's now in his 2nd season with the New England Patriots and had 9 touchdowns in his first campaign and really emerged as rookie quarterback Mac Jones' favorite target, especially when they needed points in the red zone. Stays his favorite here and picks up a first down.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll look to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
From the 29, Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a first down throw, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air yet again, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Browns, nothing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Patriots have it. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. They find some open field here. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Jones from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22, Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Patriots 21, Browns 3. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd and 1, Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper. As the first half is winding down, and the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 14. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Again, it's Stevenson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson got an open man at Schwartz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable for Grant. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 41. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 36, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run once more with Stevenson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of it. And now here is another interception. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Folks, kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get it back.